Okay, here we go. Probably should have checked my thrust to weight, but hey. Let's get this information up, and in 3, 2, 1, launch. I'm hitting a little bit of yellow up here, so the launch isn't quite as slow as it appears, but it's still a little bit slower than I would prefer. But we're going up. And the fact that we're going up is the important thing. And our liquid fuel is going out faster than our solid, so these will be empty by the time we get out there. Should probably have already tilted over just a wee. Lock this guy on prograde, and we'll just ride it the rest of the way up, ideally. A little bit far off from exactly east, so I'm sort of cheating it to the downward here. Should probably turn my rocket engines down. I think I'm going to do that right now. Settings. Because I hate how some engines are ridiculously loud and others are ridiculously quiet. Okay, that's better. Okay, liquid fuel is gone, so now we're burning up the fuel in these guys. Yeah, now it's starting to go. But the solid fuel's getting close to being done. And then we'll see if we actually have the Delta V to get us into space. No, specifically into orbit. And our time to reach is still going up, which is always good. It's actually going up a little faster than I would like, so I think I'm going to throttle down just a little bit. I'd actually prefer to get this savings by tilting down. We didn't quite have the gravity turn I was expecting. I was expecting him to fall over faster. But according to this, we have $2,000 in the tank. According to this, when we finish burning this, counting for gravity losses, we might be just under $3,000, which probably isn't enough to do this mission. But I'll keep going anyway on faith. I think I'm going to just go right to the horizon here. Or below it. But mostly I'm doing this because I want to see how much more I need. It might be just that adding a little bit more liquid fuel, or maybe even 3 boosters, which is kind of crazy. To that first stage will take care of the problem. A little bit of a bucking bronco, but not too bad. Also, might have tilted over too soon. Got great reaction control, rotating. Not so great turning. Yeah, well, we broke 3,000. So I don't remember what orbit is, but we're really not that far from it. So I think just topping off those liquid fuel tanks might do it. Because we were at about 3,000, right? So, of course, this guy's thrust away is garbage, so... We're going to lose a little bit here, but what I can do here is let's just kill this and add a maneuver here. I don't have JNSQ's low Kerbal orbit velocity memorized like I do stock Kerbins. But we need about 600 more, so it's actually closer to 4. So, oh, wow, we need like 1,000 more. So, okay, obviously, that's not going to work. So I think the Delta V, and I realize I reverted to launch when I really want to revert to vehicle assembly. I didn't even check to see who was in the ship. I might not have had the right people because I reverted and then came back. So yeah, we need a lot more. So let's go ahead and go crazy here. Let's do 3 of these, and then of course that completely throws away our calculations for these guys. I wish there was an easier way to do this. I guess there kind of is. Oops. What did I just do? Oh, that's not the fuel tank. This is the fuel tank. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, 78 seconds. Was it 78 or 85? I think it was 85. These guys have a burn time of 85 seconds, yeah. So we need to burn 85 seconds worth of fuel in this first stage. See, it says here we're at 113. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because we added more fuel. Okay, it's not going to be as simple as this. 60 seconds. So let's throw a half one on here. That's a quarter one. $87. That's so close. There's 80. I might be better off just taking some fuel out of these guys. 85. We'll go with that. Oh wait, take these guys off. And put these guys on. And there. Okay. And we gotta do vacuum delta V. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still 900 less than we need. And I didn't like how slow we came off the pad, so I'm thinking about actually making this 4. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't allow me to do them outwards because absolute is for some reason that way. There we go. That works. Well then, let's do this. This is the way NASA would do it, right? Okay, and we got the same problem as before, so let's take these off. Take these off. 85 seconds. Oh, that's weird. It's still 80. Oh, because because it's 4 engines. Yeah, I'm smart. 4 engines burn the same amount of fuel in 85 seconds that 3 engines would burn when you also go up to 4 stacks instead of 3 stacks of those. So, that part's easy. The whole doing this mission part might be a little less easy, but what are you gonna do? Okay, let's save this guy. Let's make sure we got the right people in it. Actually, I should probably check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah. I could also... This is probably not a bad idea. This is probably a good situation for Oh, I'm like, why can't I click? Because I'm not in the build menu. If we're doing a stage here with a single engine. Or maybe not a single engine, but... Actually, that's pretty nice. I like that. Okay. So this, new. It's this, and then this. So, you do not go here. Okay, you guys, this, and then we don't care about that. Then these go. Then give us a new stage for him and him. Now we got 1, 2. That's getting close to 3, 4, 5, give or take. So we're still 500 off. What's our thrust to weight looking like? This thrust to weight's high. This thrust to weight's lower. And then this thrust to weight really doesn't matter because we're going to be sideways anyway. So I think we can afford a little bit more fuel in this stage here. Like, say this amount. That gives us 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 6. That only gave us an extra... Yeah, but well, I have nukes unlocked. Are you saying that the upper stage of getting into orbit? Because that's the thrust to weight on that sounds like I'm gonna have to bring like 50 nukes with me to do that. If you're talking about up here, I could, but they're gonna be heavy. I don't think it's gonna significantly lower the weight of this stage, and also then I lose out on all my Oberth bonuses, and I have to bring more fuel for that. So, also, I have done Joule 5s without nukes. I don't see any reason why I would completely change that now. What's his thrust to weight looking like? Thrust to weight, thrust to weight. I think we could double this guy. One, two, 2, 4. There we go. There's 4, 9. Give or take. A little uglier with the fairing here, but I don't think... No, I definitely don't want to do that. This'll work, presumably. And do we still have the right people in it? Valentina, Bill, and Sigster. Yes. Yeah, I don't dislike nukes in theory, but I find that once I get into space, I hate having them. And 3, 2, 1, launch. A little bit faster off the pad. Ideally, there'll be a closer to the liquid fuel and the solid fuel dropping at the same time. As soon as we get to 5 seconds here, I think I'm going to crank over to 10 degrees. Also, having 4 engines on the bottom instead of 3 should mean that we'll turn over a little bit better. Okay, I'm just going to lock this guy to prograde now, and we'll let it do its work. Not 100% sure that the little wings I have are going to allow the side boosters to detach well. But there's only one way to find that out. Now, it looks like the liquid and solid fuel are almost perfectly draining. Probably not going to get the nice Coriolis cross that you see on on the Russian launches, but hopefully they won't crash into the thing. Here we go. Solids are almost gone. Nice. They didn't make them go away, but they kept them from hitting it, we'll say. Our time is looking really nice. I'm a little concerned that the time here will go down, but I don't think it will. We're already at 30 kilometers. Our apoapsis is already pretty high. I'm actually considering slowing down. I'm just concerned about the Rhino. No, it doesn't say. I wish it said what it would be if it was on, but I guess you can't have everything. Yeah, I'm gonna throttle down. I'm concerned about this number going up too high. I definitely don't want it open for 2. 90's probably okay. Seconds. Switching between minutes and seconds as I'm talking. It's probably not the smartest thing. This guy does have 2,500, so we have 500 to spare to solve gravity, so we should be fine as far as that's concerned. We'll probably end up with fuel in orbit, unlike last time. I also really don't want my apoapsis above 100, but I'm willing to not have that if it means I get into orbit. A little concerned about the time going down, so I'm going to tilt this guy up a little bit. Waste some fuel to keep heading upward. I don't mind if the number goes down, I just don't want to go down too quickly. And to me, that is too quickly. We're in space now, so kick those away. Yeah, I think we're fine. I'm going to put it at 30 here and call it good for now. Not too happy diverting, what was that, 25 degrees from our prograde, but you do what you must because you can. And it looks like we've arrested our time to reach apoapsis, so I think we're good. Should be able to start bringing it down. We still got $2,000 in the tank. That'll get us to 4,400, which is obviously well more than we need. Looks like we're probably going to be leaving a decent amount of fuel in space. Which is not bad. I can always use it later, but I never end up doing that. Like, I actually have a big fuel tank in low Kerbal orbit here already from a previous mission that just waiting to be used. Bringing my nose down as this number keeps going up. I think I'm fine to keep going down here. Should probably have my solar panels out, although it doesn't really matter that much right now. Yeah, I'm going to lock it on prograde. I'm only going to extend them. I'm not going to extend all of my solar panels. I've got a probe down here that has solar panels on him, and I don't think he can retract his. No, he can't. So I don't want to extend his until he's clear of the ship. Apoapsis is getting a little high. I think when it gets to 130, I'm going to see about making a maneuver node, but it's only got a minute to go. So I think we just have to live with it. A little bit higher isn't bad. It's more energy in our orbit. Make injecting to Eve a little bit less. Okay, when this gets up to 2 minutes, I'm going to cut the engine. Actually, maybe a minute and a half. I'll cut the engine and see if I can do the rest of the maneuver node here. What's that, about 3:30? Need to start the burn in a minute, so yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're going to leave about 600 meters per second worth of fuel in orbit. I think I'm going to actually let it deorbit. I don't think it's worth it. It's a lot of fuel. Maybe I should leave it in orbit. I just know for a fact I'm never going to use it. Yeah, maybe one of these off-camera things I do. Instead of doing an actual interplanetary mission, I'll come up here and make a space station out of all the stuff that I've left in orbit. Okay, we're going to cut the throttle and disconnect him.